good, man. And let's do this. Welcome back. What's going on, Gainesville? It's your boy Jerk Jerkins right here on WBT 91 from the beat. And yo, man, it's 2 o'clock, man. Saturday, 2 o'clock. Actually, it's almost closer to 3 now, man. I got the homie, man, Mr. Minister Rashad Ray in the building, man, with his rock.
Yeah.
Miss Nelly Ray, man. I just want to say thank y'all for coming in, man.
Yes, no problem.
We've been discussing all kind of stuff in here, man. Mostly from a perspective from a married couple. And I really appreciate you for coming in and kind of, providing us with that whole perspective. Because we wouldn't be able to do it if you weren't here.
Yeah.
So let's kind of pick up from where we left off. And I just want to kind of, for the people that maybe just tuning in, just kind of bring them up to speed. You guys have been married for 7 years. Mm-hmm. Young couple, in the ministry, 3 kids. Three kids. That's a lot of stuff right there. You know what I mean? That fill up the calendar real quick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Very quick.
And all those different titles. I'm sure you guys do a lot more. I know you guys both work too, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Let's start there, man. How do you juggle all this stuff, man? These different. And can you give advice on how to navigate through that?
I feel like we just gotta fill the space.
Right.
I feel like a lot of times if you go through life, you really realize you do have a lot of downtime.
Mm.
We don't really have the downtime, but it's filled with things that are purpose filled. So it's like, we're at work, then we're cleaning, then we're with our kids, then, we're in church doing ministry. So it's like, even though we have all these things, it's filling up a lot of free time that we have. But at the end of the day, it's like, I got a lot done today. Like, everything's like on point. So,
yeah, and I think you got to really be committed to it. There's something about me just, when I know I go to work, I'm like, I can't go home and just lay down. I cannot do it. Like, even though I be wanting to, I just know, I have to. I got to make sure I'm helping my baby with her homework. Got to make sure, I at least fold up a load of laundry. Make sure we got something to eat, for the night. Just knowing that you just got to be committed to it. If you know that you have responsibilities, and I think a lot of people, they lay down, they lay down when it comes to their responsibilities. And I mean, you just got to be committed. I know.
Like, I was reading a study, man, and it said that there's only 2% of actual goals that you don't achieve. Hold on, let me start. Let me say that. Let me say this the right way. They say you can do 98% of the things that you want to do in life, but you don't do them because of diligence. Yeah. You say diligence really is the thing that, say people usually give up or obstacle. It says like 2% of the stuff that you probably won't be able to do. You know what I'm saying? But anything you can pretty much, because you can do like 98% of it if you just really remain diligent, man. So
and you'll be tired at the end of the night.
But you got to keep going.
But it's worth it. It's worth it, man.
Right.
It make it all worth it.
I love that. Let's talk a little bit more about the dynamics of, because I like to really talk about, fatherhood from the perspective of someone growing up in our community. Because it's a big, major issue in our community, more than anywhere else, actually. Let's talk about, if you guys can kind of shed light on fatherless motherhood versus present father motherhood, and the differences between, can you kind of compare and contrast if you could?
I feel like I run into this a lot with my mother-in-law and my mother, actually.
Okay.
Because they both were single mothers raising kids, and I'm not. And so a lot of times with them, they'll find out that my husband is doing something with the kids, and they'll be like mad with me, like, well, why you not doing that? Why you didn't take them to the store with you? Why you didn't do this? And I'm like, I don't have to. They have a dad. And I feel like
my man got 2 jobs. I'm gonna take this, man.
So I run into that a lot with my mother and my mother-in-law, because I just feel like it's just so different.
Right.
They were just so used to, I always got my kids with me.
Right.
I always do this. I always do that, and I'm just like I hands down take off my hat to single mothers who have to do it.
Absolutely.
Because that is just a role that is like, I couldn't even imagine not having a husband. So it's just like, even I'm at a point now where I'll see a mother out in public by herself and like her kid's crying, I'm gonna start playing with the kid. I will do anything, just to lighten that burden a little bit.
Man.
So
You recognize
yes,
the issue there. That's cool. Let's move on a little bit. I'm really smitten with y'all's dynamic, man. It's my first time actually seeing you guys together. General advice, just off the top of your head, for couples, man, for new couples, for old couples, for couples, period. Just anything you guys want to kind of share. If you could help them out, just like you said, you see the little baby, you kind of do. Well, some of these couples are crying out here. You know what I mean? They might not be shedding tears, but they're broken. You know what I'm saying? So, any advice or anything that y'all see?
I like to, whenever I'm giving advice to couples who are like going through problems or situations, and they're like at heads with one another, I like to just remind them that you all are playing on the same team.
Nice.
Like your marriage is a team.
I love that.
So it's like if he's losing, if he's depressed, if he's stressed out, that's our team that's not about to win.
Dang.
So it's like if I'm like, down, emotional, that's the team. That's a part of the team that's not about to win. So if he's not winning, then I can't win because we're a team. So I definitely like to give couples that visual, and it's helped a lot of couples that I've talked to. They're like, okay, so it's like my man kind of going through. I got to get him back to a place so our whole team can win.
I love that, man.
That's real.
What about you, man? You got anybody for these couples out there? That dude that got cold feet or whatever the case may be?
Man, I think what I'm learning right now, we gotta learn each other. We really truly have to begin to learn your woman, learn who she is, learn how she operates. We just started reading a book about a month ago. The one she's reading is called For Women Only, and the one I'm reading is called For Men Only. And like, what's her name? Shanti Phil.
My bad, I didn't put you on the spot.
I can't think of the name,
Mine
but
say Shanti.
Shanti and John something.
Okay, then somebody might want to read.
But it's for men only and for women only. That's
Yeah,
the name
like
of the
that.
book.
That's the name. But the book is really good. Like the book that I'm reading is teaching me about my wife. It's teaching me about women in general, like how their whole makeup, is so different from a man. And as I've been reading the book, man, I'm just sitting there convicted like crazy. Like, oh my God, I remember we argued about this. Now I understand why she was mad with me. Or now I understand why I was mad with her, but I shouldn't have been mad, and it's just, man, I'm going back, it's taking me back to so many arguments or, disagreements that we've had. And I'm like, dang, I was wrong, or dang, we can do better in this area, because it's really helping me to understand my wife in such a way to where I'm like, man, boy, if I would have got my hand on this 10 years ago, man, I would have been straight, So, I think we got to really take time to learn our partners, and it just makes life so much easier because now you understand certain things that your partner does now, or your partner thinks, or why your partner might feel the way that they feel. Because I think at times, like especially for men, we're like, man, she tripping. Man, why she feel like that? Right. But once you know her more, you're like, I understand, and it makes man, life has been a lot more easier for me lately because now I understand now. Right. And we can talk about it together and like, man, I didn't know you decide, or I ask questions, do you really feel like this? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. Boom, we got somewhere. I'm getting somewhere now.
I love that.
So, just really learn your partner.
Talk a little bit about, I asked y'all earlier about, I asked y'all to compare and contrast, having God in your marriage opposed to not having him. Talk about that from the point of view of raising kids with God in your life opposed to not. Can you talk a little bit about that and why? The benefits and advantages of that, please. of having God confusing your parents. My
Well,
bad.
I'll say this. I think it's almost like what we said about the marriage. It gives you a blueprint on how to raise my children.
That's
Because, you know, for most people, once you have a child, that's your first child. You never been a parent before, so it always helps to have a blueprint and one that does not change. So you can always go back and refer. And we're still all learning. You know, you're still learning. You're going to make mistakes along the way. But just having that blueprint, what God says, it's, I mean, for people who say, oh, I don't believe in the Bible, whatever, man, there's nothing in there that has failed me yet. If I applied it. Everything that I have taken the time out to apply in my life, it's worked. And I'm like, okay, I get it now. You know, but it's just when we begin to stray away from that is when the problems come. So, I mean, I couldn't imagine, honestly, I couldn't imagine being married or being a father without God. Like, I would suck as a husband and suck as a father because, like, I mean, I would suck as a person, period. I mean, the way I look at it. So, without him, like, what are we? Like, where are we actually going? How do you know? Like, how do you know to live your life? You know, I think in a lot, we wing it, and that's how we mess a lot of stuff up, man.
That's real.
And I feel like a lot of times, even though, like, we use the blueprint of God to raise our kids, I feel like having kids, just like flip this a little bit, having kids has given us the vision of how God looks at us. So it's like our kids, they be bad like 98% of the day, and we like losing our minds, going crazy, getting frustrated with them, like, why y'all doing this? But then at the end of the day, we're like in love with them still. And so we kind of see the blueprint that, you know, how God looks at us as his children. It's like, you can't do no wrong. Come back to me. Like, I'm still here waiting. Right. You know?
I like that.
So it's like,
that
helps a lot.
I like that.
It helps me have patience towards my kids because it's like, God be having patience towards me. Every day I mess up. And he be like, I'm still here waiting for you. So it helped me a lot to see that visual because my kids, they can do a lot of wrong, but I still love them like it does not even matter.
Still love him in the morning.
That's real, man.
Still love him in the morning.
Spoken like a real mother and father there, man. All right, well, man, we're about to wrap it up. Any closing remarks, anything y'all want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
I got, you know, I always have some type of event for people to be
looking out for. We're going to do that too. But, you know, just
so the remarks for the people, for the men out there, if you have children, love your children. Take care of your children. Be there for your children. Be involved with their children. Be involved in every aspect of their life. Education, mentally, emotionally. Get involved with your children and let them know because, you know, we never know when it's our last day. So this could be the last day you have with your children and you want to cherish every moment. And also for men that are married, love your wives, man. Like the word says, husbands, love your wives. And that's all I got to say to you. Love them.
Real, man.
Straight up.
Anything for you, Mr. Anything you want to say?
No.
Was that good? That was pretty good. Hard at to follow that. All right, let's talk a little bit about y'all church, man. Shout out to church real quick, man. Where y'all located? What time y'all get it popping over there? Y'all got that good fried chicken at the church? No?
Actually, tomorrow is our family and friends day. We're gonna have some good fried chicken over there.
Let the people know how to get access to this chicken, man. That's good word.
So, Prayers by Faith. It's on 429 Northwest 4th Street, Gainesville, Florida, 32601. It's right off of 4th Street and 5th Avenue.
Okay, cool.
Down the street from Caribbean Queen and Santa Fe College downtown. Okay. And we're having our family and friends day tomorrow. We're right there in the old Mount Carmel building,
I know right
red brick building on the corner. That's where we are. And tomorrow we're having our family and friends day starting at 11 a.m. We're going to have the bounce house up for the kids.
Oh, man.
We're going to have some food. You know, nobody ain't got to pay for nothing, man.
The food?
Everything. We eating. We eating, man. 11 o'clock.
What's up, man?
So, you got some time, some spare time, come out, man. Come fellowship with us.
That sounds like a good time, too, man. Real quick, before we get out of the last thing, I know y'all got to go, man, but shout out the Facebook page.
Facebook page, Dad Can We Talk. You go on your search bar, type that in, you will see the first thing that comes up.
Cool.
You and in the future, if you guys want to ask any questions, we have an email called dadcanwetalk@gmail.com. Email me questions, anything that you would like us to talk about, anything that we've said that you just want to reach out. dadcanwetalk@gmail.com. Hit us up.
Hey, man. That was a really good show right there. I must say. He was going to say that on the air. But I got to. That was a really good show. Thank y'all for coming, man. Especially you, Miss Nelly Ray.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. And next week, man, 2 o'clock, we'll be here, man. Y'all don't go to keep it locked right here. WBT 90.1 up from the beach. Shaw Ray in the building, man. Dad, can we talk, y'all? Do it. Oh, check you.